I have known him. Not that we are buddies, but I've observed him very closely when he was in India and in the United States. He's been through a very difficult time. It's very, very important to understand. He was arrested, he was fingerprinted, he was treated like a common criminal by his predecessor. And that, I believe, has damaged him very badly. It's hurt his self esteem. Now, what he has is a kind of what is described as a narcissistic personality. The narcissistic person loves himself, thinks he's the brightest, the smartest, the most intelligent, the most powerful. He certainly doesn't claim to be the most handsome because that goes to me. I'm his nearest rival as far as that is concerned. But he is someone who doesn't like to be opposed. He doesn't like to be controverted on anything. If he says, right now, for example, I'm talking to you on the 26th of May, and it's let's say it's 1900 or 7 p.m. in the evening, and if it says no, it's 2 in the morning, well, you're supposed to say it's 2 in the morning. He's that kind of personality. He can be very vindictive. At the same time, he has one goal, which is to make America great again. Now, the important word here is again, which means America used to be great once upon a time, but it no longer is. Certainly, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, for 10 years at least, America was the sole superpower. Donald Trump has seen that, how the whole world listened to America, asked America to intervene wherever there was an issue. There was an American senator who said, when the world dials an emergency number, it rings in Washington. This was the kind of arrogance. An American scholar wrote about the end of history. But then 9/11 happened, other things happened. Now, Trump's supporters are those who were in their 20s, 30s, young adults when the Soviet Union broke in 1991. So they would now be in their 50s and 60s. They remember that America was the sole superpower. They want that again. They don't want to be number two. Therefore, they support Donald Trump. He tries to flatter them. He tries to respond to their needs, to their desires, to their fantasies, if I may say. Oh, yeah, don't worry, I'll solve the Russia Ukraine conflict within 24 hours. Oh, yeah, I intervened in the India Pakistan conflict, and since both have nuclear weapons, I saved the world. I say, you didn't even talk to us about anything. Oh, yeah, yeah, I'll deal with Mexico. Don't worry. All those drug fellows, I'll catch them and put them in. Yeah, yeah, Canada, I'll acquire Canada and we'll have all their natural resources. Now, this is the kind of thing that people, his constituency, and he has a very solid following, they like to listen to. That he does U turns, they don't care. He doesn't care. Okay, yesterday I said this, today I'm saying something which is diametrically opposite. All right, fine, thank you very much. I'm the president of the United States. He's the most powerful man in the world. You may like him, you may dislike him, you can't ignore him. Militarily, the most powerful country, economically, certainly the biggest economy, knowledge superpower, no question about it. You talk of inventions, innovation, and so on, a lot of it comes out of the United States. And second to the United States, Europe is finished, is Bharat, is India. China copies, it doesn't know how to do any kind of innovation. So he is quite aware that while he's president of the United States, he enjoys a certain preeminent position. So if he changes his mind, so what? What can anybody do about it except curse him? He doesn't care. People have been abusing him, cursing him for a long time. He doesn't really care about it. All right? So this is Donald Trump. You know, what happens is he doesn't care, man. I've seen this in the course. I've been 52 years in diplomacy and counting. I'm 74 years young, still very good looking. But what happens with a fellow like Donald Trump or other great leaders I've seen don't really care because they are so convinced, they begin to believe their own fantasy that I am the greatest. He doesn't care what happens to the country because while America is America, whatever he says, he might abuse the president of some tiny country. You've seen what he did to Zelensky in the White House. You've seen what he did to the president of South Africa in the White House. Those countries dare not oppose him because he represents America. So he gets away with, as we say, with blue murder. It doesn't bring down anybody's credibility. If it brings down his own, nobody cares. But you will still listen to him. You'll still hobnob with him. You'll still ask him for help. That's his confidence. Is it acceptable to whom? It may not be acceptable to you and me. It's acceptable to him. It's acceptable to his core constituency. Till yesterday, that Jolani fellow of Syria was a nasty terrorist. Now he's become, oh, what a handsome young man, my darling, my darling. This happens. He switches with Iran. I will destroy Iran. Then he goes up there. I say, guys, talk to me. No, let's become friends. Because he is a dhandewala, he's a businessman, he's the baron of business. And who is he negotiating with in India? With the Nawab of negotiation, Narendra Modi, who comes from Gujarat, who has dhanda in his genes. He knows how to do a deal. Donald Trump he treats diplomacy as a deal. He treats the economy as a deal. He treats any war as a deal. How can I benefit from this? If Zelensky is fighting Putin, let them go on as long as Zelensky buys weapons from me and somebody pays for it. He doesn't care. For him, it's revive American industry, bring America back to the preeminence that it had. Nobody can stop him. What is the option? If you don't trust him, you still have to listen to him. When you are the sole preeminent country in the world, people say America is declining. I've served there. I go every year. We have two kids who live there. Yes, America is not what it used to be, but America is far away from disappearing. America is going to be around for a long time. And let me tell you one other thing. There are 800 crore, 8 billion people on our planet. Let me tell you, ma'am, that if America decided to remove visa restrictions tomorrow, 7 billion will run off to America. It's still the greatest country, still the Statue of Liberty. I hold my lamp beside the Golden Gate. Come, all you people who are oppressed and tempest tossed and hungry and tired, come to me. I'll welcome you. America is still that. Okay, Trump might be saying, I don't want you, I don't want you, I'll boot you out, I'll boot you out. But the heart of America, man, and I say this with a lot of gratitude for what that country taught me when I was serving there. The heart of America is in the right place. Politicians will come and go. America will stay. And America's basic values, which are, again, the military industrial complex thrives on wars, but the average American is a jolly good guy. And they're very generous, they're very open hearted, very large hearted people. And why not? You are citizens of the greatest country in the world. So I would not set too much of store by what Trump does or doesn't do in 2.5 years, 3 years. He'll be gone. America will be around forever. He may damage its reputation, but it'll bounce back. And today, nobody in his right mind, not even that ting ling ping pong ding dong of China, nobody has the power to call Trump what he is. I mean, I've heard people privately say, what a dumb fellow. Let's say it to his face. Nobody has the courage to say that. They'll abuse America, the Chinese media. They won't say anything about Donald Trump. The one thing I want to add is you either hate Donald Trump or you love Donald Trump. You can't ignore Donald Trump. And the world better get used to that.